to another video of Vibing with Via. So here's the wickedest thing. Today is Monday, and of course you know the vibe when it's Monday, we have to do a little bit of music. Now you're accustomed to seeing me at home doing this, but guess what guys, I am out and I'm on a lunch date. And guess who I'm on a lunch date with? Hey, it's me again. Yep, I'm on a lunch date with Wisdom. So you know, so things are about to get real. Alright, so we're dining at Ming Cuisine, which is in, I don't know which plaza this is either Tropical or Village, or yeah, I think it's Village, right? Village Plaza. This is our first time eating here. The restaurant used to be here before. I ventured there, but of course this is now fairly new, I guess. Or maybe it's because of COVID, I think it's new, but I've never been to Ming Cuisine. And so today I'm going to be tasting that. So I'll talk about the food in one thing, but separate from that, what are we going to be talking about today?
We talk about leadership, what good leadership looks like, what it should not look like, what leadership should not look like. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be talking about pretty much what she said. Leadership, what it should look like, good leadership, that is not just any old boring leadership, but good leadership, and what that really and truly should look like. So guys, you gotta stay tuned. Before we jump into it guys, let me just let you know that our wonton soup is here. They were supposed to give us some this is Wisdom's. They know us so well. They didn't have any chicken wonton soup or vegetable wonton soup, which is weird, but they had pork. So guess what, we're just gonna eat whatever it is that they give us. We're not fussy, and it looks delicious. Absolutely. And of course, here goes our pepper sauce. So alright guys, our food is here, as you can see, and we're dining and we're about to have a swell time talking about this topic because it is one that is very, very exciting.
And since we're drinking wonton soup, a leader should not be wanting. Yeah.
Alright, so tell me Wisdom, what would you say are some of the qualities, the good qualities that we would expect of a leader?
Well, first of all, the leader must have a vision, because if you are a leader and you want to expand not only your knowledge but the knowledge of the people you are leading, then you must have a vision. You're on a mission, so you have to suit up yourself and make sure that your values are intact, your attitudes are intact, and if you're not, that proves that you're incompetent. So ensure that I'm so sorry.
She's so harsh. She's like, that means you're incompetent. So listen, if you believe you're a leader and you're watching this and your values are not intact, please know that Wisdom is letting you know you're incompetent. You're harsh, bad. But like it because it's the truth though.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So what else would you think we'd expect from a good leader?
Well, of course, teamwork makes the dream work. So you must be a good team person, right? You must understand that you're not the only one there with the knowledge. So you must, really appreciate the persons who you are leading, that they come with something to the table, because they are going to make you a good leader because you really invest in their knowledge base. Yeah, so that's very important to me.
Yeah, and you see, for me, let me tell you something. I understand that when it comes to the whole business of leadership, there's no such thing as a perfect leader.
True.
All right. And so everybody will be making mistakes at some point in time. But here's my thing. Sometimes there are some things that could be avoided, and they could be avoided if a systematic approach is, say, taken towards certain issues. Like as a leader, you need to take the time to scan your environment and foresee some of the things that will come, because you're going to be looking at trends, you're going to be looking at patterns. Now, let us say that you are a leader, because you used the word earlier, visionary.
A vision. You must have a vision.
You must have a vision. Let us just say that as a leader, you are a bit weak in that area, and there are other members of your team who may be good at that, right? Other members of your team who may fully understand what it is like to do that kind of forecasting and all. I believe that you need to trust that team member. You need to listen to what is being said, and you want to not just listen, but you want to enact what is said.
That's why Via said you must know the knowledge base of your team. You understand?
So here's the thing for me now. This is the original point I wanted to make, but you know me, everybody know me by now, so I always have a preamble to get to my point. I just saw me stay and I can't help myself.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? I just saw me stay. But listen to me now. The thing that I detest the most about leaders, or what I would say equates to poor leadership, is not being able to own when something has not gone right, especially under your watch, right? So let us say we're here and there's something that was supposed to happen, and as a leader I dropped the ball. Like when it comes down to the blame game time, don't try to throw other people under the bus. Just accept that, hey, as leader I should have done X and I didn't do X. To me, the quicker you're able to own that you dropped the ball, it's easier for me to just let you off the hook and say, boy, these things happen. But you know when you're wrong and you want to be wrong and strong, and then you're going like say, me send come call you, I never send come call you. Don't play that. I definitely don't play that.
Again, if you don't learn or lead by example, when your team members do something wrong, they're not going to be sorry for it, because again, you didn't lead by example, right? So if you teach them to own things, they will automatically own it and know that it's not a crime, right? We all fall. That's why you're working as a team. You understand? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that I think that makes a very good leader is somebody who is able to communicate effectively. And I get it, not everybody might have expertise in the field of communication, but I think my thing is not just a matter of how you send messages, etc., but how you try to send it in a way that somebody can fully understand what it is that you mean. Because I guess it's more about comprehension than it even is about communication.
Yes,
you know, how do you see things? As a leader, I believe too that if somebody makes any form of correspondence with you, let us say in writing, over the phone, etc., never let it become something that is personal. No matter what somebody says to you.
Keep it on a professional level.
Keep it on a professional level. It's never personal. All right? And I think leaders who do extremely well are those who are able to understand that, listen, when somebody writes to me or somebody calls me upon the phone and the person has something to say, it's not about me, the individual. It is about the work.
They're addressing the post.
They're addressing the post, not me. Not me. You understand me? So for me, somebody else inside there on their phone talking. I wonder if he can hear us over here talking. He don't see us. Because he's not eating with anybody over there making my ones up.
He's not leading by example.
He's not leading by example. For real. Side note, guys. But it's just a matter, as I said, about understanding that things are not supposed to be taken personally. You know? And in the same way, if you're going to say that you're a good leader, when these things do happen, one of the key things that you want to do is never behave as though you're trying to hold a grudge or you're trying to hold up somebody in your craw because you figure that they said something that you didn't like. You will never win with that person because the person is in a better position to make your life a living hell. But the quicker you realize that, look, things happen and reconciliation is important and you can move on, the quicker things are going to be better. I don't know, nothing hard in that, don't it?
When you start taking things personally, you're not operating as a leader, right? You're operating
as a boss.
As an individual. Yes,
or as a boss. You know, the people that will pull the boss card.
I guess we can make the distinction between being a boss and a leader. You understand? Slavery is supposed to be finished long time, right? So you understand that we're working together to achieve one goal, right? So you should not take anything personally. If it affects you as the leader, it affects the entire team.
Excellent,
right?
excellent.
You have to make sure that you remember that, right? So
that's your 2 cents. I mean, my final thing on this whole business of leadership, though, is that I do believe that's all right. Giovanni is here to give us our food. He's such a nice guy.
And we
anyway, we never finish the soup because we're vlogging in between. We're so sorry, but that's all right. So I was making my final point on this whole issue of leadership. And it has to do with the fact that, you know, as a leader, you have to be able to keep your team motivated. Incentivize your team. Come on. It doesn't make sense you're going to get up every day and just tell somebody, thank you for all you do. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you. That means nothing.
No.
Because for those persons who show up to work and actually do their work, come on, where you got to thank them for the work? And that them get paid for do them job. You know what I mean?
As they say, encouragement sweeten labor. So you have to keep them motivated.
Yeah, and one of the things I want persons to understand is that the motivation does not always mean an increase in pay.
No.
There are many other ways in which you could incentivize your staff. I mean, for me, let us say, for argument's sake, I'm a teacher and I am leading a department, and there might be somebody who, for whatever reason, today is just them off day, them don't feel it, them tired of the system, them tired of the slavery, and I recognize that. Say wisdom, for example, is a little bit off today, and I have some free time. It's my light day. As a leader, I could get up and say, "Yo, take the rest of the day off. Let me just cover the rest of your classes." Nothing is wrong with that.
No.
I mean, for me, the moment somebody does that, it might mean that on any other given day that I need something or I need somebody to go above and beyond. Wisdom will pop up.
Now one hand wash the other.
Thank you. And because you know that you are valued.
Oh yes.
All right. You're valued.
Value your team.
And I am taking the time to see whether or not you are at your optimal to get a job done on a particular day. You see, this whole idea of leadership being the backramasa mentality, like we dip on a plantation system, that needs to be through the window. Ladies and gentlemen,
mentally we have to restore ourselves.
That's right. This is 2021, and 2021 and beyond, backramasa mentality means to leave out a door. Right?
Yeah.
So that's our little 2 cents worth, guys, in terms of what we think
a good leader should be.
A good leader should be. Alright, so for right now, we just want so the soup get cool, and we are going to throw down in there, but we really and truly had to make the content. You really mean the food reach out? We're not done the appetizer eating up over here at all. Okay, people, goodbye, because we're now going to eat. Of course, I'm going to show you the food because I'm going to have my 2 minutes review on the food, whether or not it was good. So stay tuned. Guys. Just watch your food.
Always attack with food.
Always attack with the food in my mouth. Every day I tell people them don't do it. Look, man. Look, watch rice. I know we dip on diet though. But then some days you're not on a diet. So that's our rice. This is our sweet and sour pork. This is our special lo mein. And of course this is some curry beef on the no meat. I will now leave out a little pepper over there, so. And the main course come, and guess what happened? We're still on the appetizer, which is our wonton soup. Food turn all the way up. Love it. Alright guys, so we want to appreciate this food that is from Ming Cuisine. First of all, I gotta talk about their napkin, how thick this is. I mean, you could literally take a bath with this, but I appreciate it, and I even appreciate the fact that it has a flap here, as you can see, where the knife and the fork would have been placed in, especially in this season, COVID time. It kind of look, presentable. So I like that the food, the flavor profile of the food here is on point. The only issue that we found is that the meat could have been a little bit more tender. You agree? Right? So everything else is fresh, it's nice and hot, and spice-wise, on point. They had a curry beef here that was exceptional. I mean, evidently this was not regular white-looking curry. Hi, Gio. Yes, we just figured that the meat could have been a little bit more tender. Yeah, the shrimp that was in the lo mein was the most tender of them all, but this one here and that could have been a little bit more tender, but the flavor profile was good. Really, really good. That's good curry. Jamaican curry them use, don't it? Me know, man, and no Chinese gonna make curry so bad. The chef is a black man.
No.
It's a Chinese man, but we don't bust him on Jamaican curry. Yeah, man, because at the first I go somewhere like a Chinese restaurant to have like curry beef, and the curry is that rich. Like you could have eat the sauce itself,
yes,
with just the rice or whatever else, and it would have been fine. Really good. Yeah. Alright guys, so that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and of course please ensure that you like, share, comment, and of course subscribe. See you in the next video.